Hey.
What's going on?
Baby, I'm pretending I'm on the beach.
I see that. Gotta use your imagination during these times.
I'm
Shit.
trying to tell you I'm on the hood beach because at the end of the day, I live in Michigan. I mean, the sun was out.
Yep.
It didn't rain, that's why, well, sometimes the sun can be out in the rain. And it's not freezing. I don't have to wear coats. I got this robe on because I don't really want to put on nothing thick and I can be comfortable and be warm. So I'm gonna just be hood with this robe on or country on my porch. I don't really give a damn. Like I said, this
Hey,
boy right here about to be an archive, baby. It's
you
gonna hit.
act your wear what you want.
Yeah, shit, it's my porch. Hell, I pay taxes. What they say?
That's what's
You
up.
paying my mortgage? You putting anything on AM bill? What's going on? How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm trying to maintain. You know how it is. We down in Houston. It's good weather, but you can't really sit out and enjoy it because we on lockdown. You know,
But you can sit outside, can't you?
I can go outside, but you're gonna get so much tired of. Listen, I done had adventures to my yard, to my front porch, to the man cave, to the family room. We just had breakfast, and it's only so much you can do. Shoot.
You know what? I don't know, because I'm gonna tell you something. If it was in the 80s and I had like a net around here or a
Hmm.
setup where I could have that and wouldn't be bothered with bugs, I could sit out here all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because as it is, this whole thing with media is a job. So while I'm doing that job, I could be out here enjoying the good weather.
This
You
is
know
true.
what I'm saying?
This is true. I sit on the back porch, and the way my house is, it's an actual. Um, there's a lake behind my house, right? So we have that iron fence. So you're not out there secluded. You out there with watching people walking and running, walking their dog. So you just, you get enough people looking at you like you're in a fishbowl. So
Baby, let me tell you something how crazy I am. I would sit there with these shades on like I'm inconspicuous.
like they don't even see you.
Yeah. And I'm going to watch what everybody do and laugh. I'm going to be over here with my whatever's in my cup. And ha ha. I
Yeah.
wouldn't give a damn if I flipped over my. People watching. People underestimate how interesting
Hmm.
it is to watch people. If you just shut up and just sit and watch, you'll be amazed at what you see.
But yep. People don't think you looking, and you really watching them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I tried to this weekend. I tried to venture out. Well, I had my to-do list. Remember last time we talked? I had my to-do list that the wife gave me.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and check some of these things off, right? So I go down to Home Depot, and it's a Saturday morning, like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna beat the crowd. No, parking lot full of people. It's like a club in there. Everybody just walking around, just milling around. People are out just to be out, not trying to do anything. Just because you can't be in the house or don't want to be in the house, they in Home Depot. I'm like, come on, man. I'm just trying to. I got my mask on. I'm gloved up. I'm just trying to. I'm running a race in there, trying to get the things I need to get, so I can leave y'all people in here and enjoy y'all
It's
meals.
Club Legends.
Right, Club Home Depot.
You know what I'm saying? I said that though. I had said that like about a month ago. I said, watch. People gonna be like, yeah, dog, meet me up at the Meyer. Yeah, whoop whoop, sweep weep, whatever bullshit
You
they be
get
saying. And it's like, dog. I mean, we in here trying to get some meat. You in the way, homie. I can't get to the bread because your ass chilling, move.
it, right, and
You
you
know
ain't
what I'm saying?
you trying to keep that 6 feet distance between everybody, and here you are trying to get you some bread. And he just standing there, like keep it moving.
Right, like he's stargazing. Just if you don't get your ass out the way,
That bread ain't changed in years, man. Just grab your loaf and keep it moving, dog.
keep it the fuck moving, okay? You know what's so funny though? Speaking of people watching, I often wonder, like, what do people see? Because I'm in the neighborhood and people come outside and be stuff going on. But we know as people when we watch something, we know what we see. But what do they see when they watch us?
Right.
Baby, I don't know what they see. I don't think they see nothing too crazy, but you never know because you used to you and you know the
Mannerisms and
right functions and dysfunction. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You used to the crazy shit, so they
yeah.
just be like. I know they got to think it's just odd. I'm always out here with a goddamn camera on the phone. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't
No,
do that,
but
I'd
you
be
know
like,
what? People are always out there on that porch with that camera and talking to that phone. They were like, "You really think that important to have this phone stand if they only knew."
right. If they only knew. I'm
If
talking
they,
about it with and Patti LaBelle singing it. If they only knew, okay,
right. With the
man.
background.
I'm trying to tell you, yeah. I mean, but you know, you gotta really not. At first, when you first start doing stuff like this, you kind of
Mm-hmm.
wondering what people looking at and watching you. After a while, you got to get past that because all the shit that go on in this, I would never get nothing done. You think when you like telling Taisha, you think people ain't never came outside, drove down the street, none of that while I'm
This
sitting here.
people,
You know what I'm saying? With a bonnet on, a camera. What the fuck is this girl doing? I
yeah.
am doing me.
has,
And
has
I
anybody
do the same.
stopped you and said, "What are you doing?" I've
No,
watched days on end. What are you doing with this phone and this camera?
no.
And it's rolled.
They don't. Because here's the thing. This is the funny part. So all my neighbors are kind of nosy to a degree.
Uh-huh.
Until we need them to be. But you know how they go.
Yeah.
So the way my porch is set up, it's a brick wall that extends that kind of blocks me.
Oh,
So these people, one right across, the two across and one next, they can see me, but they got their own shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
singling me out,
They occupy.
baby, I got a list. Let me go dust that baby off. Let me go rip the page off, dust it off
Yeah.
for you. Let's go over this list of what I see. Bam! You know what I'm saying? So I ain't worried about it.
Taisha on deck at any moment.
Yep, and drop a dime on your ass. You keep coming around. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'll be confused. Is this Taisha? Is this me? Am I dropping a dime? Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
You know what's funny? When you sit outside and when I sit in the front of the house and you're just watching and you just count the people just randomly walk out their house, mill around a little bit, right? And then walk back in the house. And it just you watch because I sit like in a half a cul-de-sac, right? So I can look to my right, look all the way down. I can look and look all the way like 2 blocks. And you just see people just milling out the house. You don't have nothing to do like I have nothing to do. And just mill around a little bit and then go right back in their house. But it's so funny to see people do this. And
It is.
they'll get the walk in, they'll go come down the mailbox for the whole section is on right, maybe like 2-3 houses down from me. So they'll come down to check the mailbox and look, homie, mailbox. Yes, nobody checked that mailbox like that. We all know what's in there, bills.
Ain't shit. Listen, let me tell you something. Anybody watching me long enough know I have said this once, twice, who knows. Ain't shit good coming up in that thing. That
No,
mailbox? No.
nothing.
99% of the time it's some
Yeah.
bullshit. Especially with now because y'all got direct deposit. So 99% of this is bullshit. I don't even check. I don't give a fuck about the mail.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
tell
saying?
you, my mom, she's old school, bless her heart. She
Mhm.
wants to know everything, right? You can email, you can do all this other mail, but she want to do the regular normal mail. So she'll send the kids birthday cards and stuff like that. I'm like you. I already know what's in there, so I don't need to check it. I already know what bill's in there. I don't need to see the actual physical bill. I can I can go online and check that. So she'll call, she'll be like, check the mail? Nah. I mailed the boys a card or something, blah, 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 like days ago. I'm like, Mom, we only check that mailbox probably every 3 weeks because we already know what's in the mail. And at one point in time, the mail lady had to come knock on the door and say, please come empty this thing so we could put more stuff in.
Wait a minute. One time, I kid you not, I had pulled that whole Fred Sanford. I pulled the mail out, opened that shit, seen it wasn't talking about shit, and threw it right back in the mailbox. Closed the house. What I need this for?
You know what's in there?
You know what? And I probably shouldn't even say this on live because this might actually be a decent idea. They need to invent mailboxes with shredders attached to them.
Oh, definitely.
So as soon as you,
that's a good idea. Because
yeah,
90.9% of the shit in there is junk. It
yeah,
ain't nothing that you want. And it's like,
yeah.
how did you get to dear resident? I'm not a stop sending this stuff to me, man.
Yes, I'm so tired of seeing Ruth Ann come to my damn house. I've never met this woman in my life. I'm telling you, and the thing about it is I've actually spoken to a previous owner of this home.
Uh-huh.
Actually, we went to the same school together. A lot of us that grew up in this area stayed in this area. We grew
Right.
up and moved into the area. And so, and he was there some years. So maybe it was a couple other people, but it make you wonder. But shit, I didn't have some people stay with me, child, so I can't talk. It's gonna be 20 motherfuckers coming to this address by the time we leave. I
Yeah.
feel sorry for the people after me, but you know what? It's called living, baby. Live a little bit. I don't know what to tell you, you know, because I never would have thought, especially not me. But you know, I'm not gonna get in that story because I can get into that another day. I don't want to drown out and you know run out, let you talk, you know.
Yeah. So you up there and the family all good? Everybody, nobody's got cabin fever yet?
I think they all have it down to the dog.
Do you really? The dog don't even want to be bothered.
Oh, I mean, I don't know, but you know, we're doing what we can. We're blessed. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways, I won't complain. I will say that because we all can complain, but
Right.
I won't complain. You know
No,
what I'm saying? There's a difference. So, yeah, we doing good. How's you and the wife and
we actually
everybody?
good. I mean, actually, for us, I really believe, for at least for me and her, that we've got even the line of communication has gotten better. You know what I'm saying? So we see each other all day. I think we just come to the mind frame that, because usually, normally, if it's normal times, it's school time. Boys got sports going on. You got extracurricular activities. You got work. She got work. You know, you're doing these different things. So you kind of like, on time, you really get time to just really chill and talk is when it's pillow talk time. You know, when it's time to go to bed, you sit down and chill, you know, you talk. But now we got so much time on our hands. We've had so many in-depth conversations. It's like she's telling me, you ain't got nothing else to do, you know, because I think we've covered it all from my problem with you, your problem with me, to problems with the kids, to the problems with your family members and bills and anything that you need to do, it has gotten done 2, 3, 4 times over, you know. So, but we all good. I mean, the boys are chilling. They, you know, they think it's summertime. They got their little schoolwork to do, but other than that, nothing really kind of fazed them out. You know, you got to put them out in the yard, make them go out, stay in the yard
Yeah.
for a while to get some sun in their skin. But other than that, it's been good. I mean, I've read something. I saw a little meme that said the chick posted. She said, what did she say? She said, oh, all the stores and stuff is getting ready to open back up. What are you gonna do first? And somebody in the comments said, I'm gonna wait and see what happened to you first. And that's, you know, that's where I'm at with it. I don't, like, we went to Home Depot, you put your mask on, but I don't really, I'm in that percent of, I don't know if it's good or bad to just go back to normal yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still cautiously reserved, still, you know, walking around, you know, make sure I get my 6 feet distance, make sure I'm washing my hands, make sure I got my mask on. But cabin fever, you know, good thing about the house, you made your house a home so that you can enjoy it, you know. So if anything happens, you can sit in the house and chill. I mean, I got TV, I got movies, I got all my curated stuff, you know, stuff to, you know, my podcast, I got other things my other endeavors. So I got a lot of stuff to keep me occupied from this point.
Definitely. Definitely. When you was talking about things you and the spouse could all went over, I really chimed in with the family members. Because, baby, whew,
Issues.
I don't know. You know, it's crazy. It's really crazy. And it's really even more crazy because it's like, it's a pandemic and this all these emergencies and folk gotta go places, but they ain't got no ride and want you to be their ride. I don't, you know,
I'm
but
not.
okay, you know.
Yep, my nephew was like, man, you know what, Unc, I'm bored. Say, I'm bored too. So we not all come over, pile up over here. You know, it's not. I love you to death, but you know, we got to find something to do. It's not trying to be mean or ugly, but you know, let's all be safe here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And then, I'm going to say something that might sound a little crazy. I'm a little different, but I just feel like in this time, extra people really don't need to eat up my food. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be mean, but I just feel like,
you're not being mean.
you know what I'm saying? Y'all got y'all food over there. You know what I'm saying? We got our food over here. And it's like, I mean, if you come over, it's less food over here. So I need you to stay over there because you got what you need over there.
Over there.
You know what I'm saying? When I was going shopping, homie, I didn't really, I love
I
y'all.
didn't right.
You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't thinking about y'all on my list. So, boo-boo, I'm going to need you to stay over there. You know what I'm saying?
Like, right now, here, you know, it's crawfish season here. So everybody's want to do crawfish balls. I've been invited to maybe like 4 or 5 crawfish balls. And everybody knows when it's season, I'm all in. You know, I'm out at this point. If it was normal times, I'll probably be 45, 50 pounds in eating crawfish. But I don't even want to partake in that. You know, so if I'm not inviting you over, then you know, it's no harm for you not to invite me over either.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pan. I'm good.
I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure when I log on here, I'm not crusty. I'm good. You know, not looking a little crackish. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you though, that's some shit, ain't it? Like for real. You look at yourself when you get on here, or at least I do, because
you got to look at yourself, even though even if you chill like for 3 or 4 days, right? You may jump in the shower, but you're not doing that full-fledged, you know, facial and all this kind of stuff. So you walk past the mirror and you catch your own self like, what the hell? Let me get this shave in, man. This
man, let me tell
I'm
you,
looking kind of bad. Let me
it's
feel good about myself here.
it's so deep. I think the real deal is with people and what people are not talking about. They're talking about the coronavirus. They're talking about everything around it. But what they're not talking about is people are having a hard time being alone with their thoughts, having to analyze what they can fix, work through some things. People are scared to do that. Because I'm going to tell you something. I looked at that mirror. I said, that's not what I like to see. You know what I'm saying? Now, the thing about it is, I'm looking in the mirror, I don't like to see it. Well, if you don't like something, then you got to change it. Now, I've had a battle with, weight and stuff like that for a while now. I get to the point I like, then I start blowing it. It's the craziest shit ever. And then both sides of my family, baby, look like they don't miss meals. They're blessed in that area. You know what I'm saying? They have an abundance. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I got that working against me. So it's like, I got to get this under wraps, because the thing is, I'm not in my early 20s anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting older. So it's unfortunate. I mean, everything, if you think about everything in life when it comes to pleasures, I told you before we got on here, I wasn't going to be lost for words.
Right. Not at all. I'm right behind you. We both can talk.
But if you look at everything pleasurable, it still has to be in balance. Life is about balance, even when it comes to things that you like. I just wish that law didn't apply to food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes you wish you could just show your mouth shut and not force yourself. But right now, I have to admit, I'm bad right now. I'm bad. If I'm bored, I bought tons of fruit, and but you still want that piece of cake. You still want, what I'm saying? It's something that you're doing, and it's always encompassing food, because you're at home. It's always encompassing food. I'm sitting down watching TV, something to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on the computer, something to eat. I'm on the porch, something to eat. It's just something to eat. And at this point, I walk past the scale like, I'm not even gonna get on you, man. We'll get back on that thing, and we'll worry about you when this is over. Because at this point, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna stay happy. I'm gonna stay sane around here.
Ooh, man, you look at that scale like it's what's that clown, that scary clown, it or whatever.
Yeah,
You look at that scale like it's gonna jump up and kill your ass. I'm not playing with it.
I didn't kick
No, I'm not.
us up, put that back in the closet. Like, nah, we're not gonna mess with you. You know.
Yeah.
And you can feel, you can feel yourself. You know when you got heavier because you can feel yourself. You can feel your hips, your knees.
Yeah.
And so I know that I've gained some pounds, but at the same time, I'm not trying to be unhappy around here. I mean, like you say, you stuck in
Yeah.
you can talk to, we can take call, we can do all these other things, but it's just you're not in your normal groove of doing things, and like you said, I'm not in my 20s anymore, and we even now we're not moving around like we were in our 20s. You were always trying to
Right.
find something to do, always on the go. Now I want to go home, go to work, see my kids, and chill. That's a good weekend for me is when nothing happens. That's a perfect weekend for me. If I got all this football games and choir practices and all the other stuff going on that eats up my weekend, I'm blown. So right now, this is actually a blessing in disguise, because I get a lot of time, but I got a lot of stuff to like work and stuff to do. We've been blessed that the jobs that we have, it doesn't stop for us, so we can work from home. So that's consistent. So you got that stuff to do, but man, food is a constant. It's there, and it's calling your name at all times. So
It is. Let me tell you something. They've got these chocolate almonds at Meyer.
see,
Okay.
you're doing that to yourself.
Yes, this chocolate almonds at Meyer. And I get the ones at Aldi, if you even know what that is. But
Yeah,
Meyer.
we have.
You have one too? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Meyer. Aldi's like maybe $3.99. Meyer's is like $6, right? I'm like, $6.
Right.
I bought it anyway.
Right.
I got home and tried one of them almonds. I said, I see why it's $6. Them boys is slapping.
How long did they?
And I'm gonna slap somebody trying to don't touch my shit. Don't Now this, I understand.
You say all
you know what I'm saying? What's going on? We all bored. I get this corona and all that. But you crossing the line when you come touching this him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, that's and you got that snack. You got that one snack that you don't put your hands on. And the household knows, do not touch it. You can sit that bad boy in the middle of the table and leave it there. And they, because it's be raising Cain in this mug, nobody touch him. You're definitely right about that.
And with kids, it's almost like you have to. I don't put any restrictions on my kids when it comes to food at this time. My dad, before this really got big, when it first started, he was saying, you're going to have to tell your kids they're going to have to ration out food. You're going to have to ration it out to them. If they like 2 pieces of toast in the morning, they're going to have to go down to 1. And I'm like, Daddy, what? I mean, you do understand a grocery store is still open and will be, right? He's like, but the desperate times call for desperate measures, because my parents, and anything that goes wrong, the world is ending in their mind. It's straight apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're not shivering and shaking with them, then they're mad at you. You have the problem. You're ill-informed. It's crazy, right?
Where are you getting this information from?
They be gone. You know what I'm saying? Out the gate. They are, like when your dog get a real good start on you, you got to just take that deep breath to go get him, because he was out the gate. I mean, he opened up like an RT. You know what I'm saying? Like a Chevy.
0 to real quick.
Right. So, I guess at this point, I'm going to have to hope for the best. I'm going to get in my car though, But yeah, like, I don't do that. So it's like the kids, even with that, me not having an issue, I noticed that it's almost like you have to take attendance of the food around here. Is the apple juice here? Check. Because they fooling.
I'm the same way. Right now, they want to eat. But it's to the point now, and they're so busy, because like they would usually, when it's normal, they have a game room. So I want them to socialize. I don't want them to be locked in their rooms, right? But for like the first 2 weeks of it, I just couldn't stand it. Just take y'all games, everybody go to y'all separate corners, and y'all chill, right? So I rarely get to see them right now. I usually have them in the game room so I can see them so we can all socialize. But I'm like, you know what? Y'all causing so much commotion that y'all stay in y'all rooms. So their eating habits, breakfast get cooked, it's sitting there. They may not eat that till lunch because they're not getting up till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock anyway because they stayed up all night. Now, let me tell you, when we wake up in the morning and come through there, you'll swear the whole neighborhood that came to the house and opened the refrigerator. They got cups, glasses, and bread left open. They done grazed all night long. All night long. That's when they eat, in the middle of the night. I'm like, this don't make no sense. Makes no sense.
Wait a minute. Is my hair falling? I'm grabbing for a wig I don't have, baby. Oh, my God. Oh, I don't even know what to say, baby. I've been in
I'm more than myself. The juice, that don't last long. Nothing lasts as long. Nothing. A loaf of bread, ha!
Let me tell you something. It was a situation. I bought 3 different, I discovered that Meyer has this brand of ice cream called Purple Cow, and it's delicious. I bought 3 different, I think that's like a pint. I bought 3 different kinds. In a short amount of time, 2 out of the 3 were gone.
Right.
So we're in the kitchen talking about who ate this, and my son and daughter are going back and forth. She's like, well, I know I did have some, she's fessing up to her part, but he's steady lying to the point. Something popped in my head. I said, this boy is going to be an attorney when he grows up. I just discovered what my son is going to be, because the extent that he went to prove that he wasn't the reason all the ice cream was gone was crazy.
I don't even ask anymore. It's gone. One of the 3, it's 3 of you guys in here, so all y'all at fault. I don't even ask anymore. The first couple of weeks, you just like, I'm like your dad. You don't have to eat like this. But then at this point in time, you're like, you know what? It is what it is, man. I'm saving money on commute. I ain't spending money on gas. We're not eating out. So you know what? That little extra bread that we would be saving, that I'll be spending on gas, going back and forth to work, or eating lunch and all this kind of foolishness, just throw it on the food and let everybody be happy. That's their little happy. Let them be happy. But
they are. But I give a concern. You know what I'm saying? With all the stuff they try to pull over on us, I just don't want my kids. My husband's steady saying it too. You want diabetes?
See, that's don't. I go get my physical every year like clockwork, right? And now, we battle with a little high cholesterol, but we love our fried food. But other than that, I'll be like, man, look, don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. Until the doctor tells me I can't have it, God damn it, I'm gonna have it. Don't put that on me.
Baby. I would tell my mama, I say, you don't want to drink pop, so you sit up and drink diet pop.
Man, that's
if you're gonna do that, just drink regular pop. You can't. It's bad. You can't make it good. It's bad. Just drink it bad or don't.
Overindulgence in anything is gonna turn out bad, so drink some.
What is going on?
Yeah.
In her mind, she gonna pray over it. She gonna.
We see that's the that's the out. God got me. Oh, now he got you now. Okay, I get it. He got you. But when you talking about me, it's a whole different story.
Baby, I was about to say something and then I realized. I'm trying to tell you. Woo. This stuff I did. Look, I had to catch myself. Like, don't even say it. Don't even say it.
You can't. And they older. Because you look at your parents, and it's funny how you, as a kid, you see your parents go through these stages, and then now they're in this stage now that they're older, and that's not the person that you remember as a younger person. So you kind of like, I'm gonna let you make it. I'm gonna let you make it. Because I have the stuff, and they say what they want to say, how they want to say it. They don't give a damn who. Mama, you can't say that. Why I can't say it? Because that's not right. But you understand that they're older now. They get to say what the hell they want to say. So when it's my turn, I'm gonna do the same thing. But it's funny to see them because it's like they're not as outgoing as they used to be. They're not running behind you as much as they used to run behind you. They're more. They want you to do more for them now. Before they didn't want you to do nothing for them. Don't do nothing for me. When I was in my 20s, call my mom when I need some help. I don't need your help for nothing. now, you can't stop them from letting you do something for them.
Were you to death? I'm trying
Yep.
to tell you, it's a lot. It's a lot, and the thing is, especially with them phones, somebody's always in that phone. The phone is tapped, the phone is glitching, somebody's cutting on their service, it's just a bunch of stuff. It's just like, what are you talking about? You need to come look at this phone. They think you're a phone tech. Listen, I don't work on phones. What the hell? What's wrong with you? You know what I'm
saying? Like I need some help with mine as well as you do.
I told you about my mom. Remember I told you she asked me, was my husband, he does heating, ventilation, and cooling. She asked, was he an electrician? Yeah. I said, Mom. I said, he do a little bit of it. It requires a little bit. I said, but no, he's not an electrician by trade. She like, okay, let me call him. Did you hear anything?
Because you know what it is? Just like with my wife, if my mom called, she's not going to say no. My wife's not going to say no to her. You'll get a no from one of us because, that's our parents. But that's the mother-in-law, you know what I'm saying? So they're going to automatically do. So she already know, let me just bypass Raquel. Let me go to the man of the house because he ain't going to tell me no. Rather, he can fix it or not. We're going to figure it out whether he can do it or not. But you're not going to be involved. You see?
You got a point.
Your mama better than my mom. That got to the point where she just don't even call me. She just call her directly. I know what he. And my wife is a nurse, and they want to call her with ailments. Like she a nurse. She.
That's
don't you
how they do.
Primary doctor, go to them.
Listen, let me tell you something, and God bless her for being a nurse. But even if she was a nursing assistant, don't you know they would still call?
Right.
My best friend, he is a vet tech. Don't you know his family calls him like he's the hood veterinarian?
Like I'm only an assistant. Y'all know I'm just an assistant, right?
Right. They be tripping.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And that's funny because she always asks me why I don't want to have a truck. I never, I want to buy a truck. And I was like, I'm trying to explain this to you. As soon as you get that truck, everybody gonna think you a moving company. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and leave this truck. I'm not just gonna get it so that can leave me alone. Because I don't want to help nobody move. So don't call me.
Listen, you ain't saying nothing but the truth and a word. Preach. Pass the plate around. Let me tell you something. Don't I know it? My husband has an F-150 Lariat. Do you think they don't call him? And we got a trailer.
Oh yeah, y'all moving some stuff.
Don't he got that truck? Don't he got that trailer? And so do you all call him? You ain't got nothing but 5 garbage bags anyway. Why you calling them?
That your trunk and call it in. Let's move it around. But they
you can put that in your sedan. Quit playing. You know what I'm saying? You can put all that stuff in your sedan. You ain't got nothing anyway. Why you calling me like we the moving company?
Yeah, that's why I don't want to try. I say, you know what? I want one so bad, but I know as soon as you get it, it's gonna say Brown's Moving Company on the side of it. And I don't want to play that game.
And I'm gonna tell you something about our people too. Maybe not yours. I won't speak for yours. I'll speak for mine. I got them type of people. Same scenario, moving company. They call and ask you, you tell them no. However you finesse the no, it's a no. You know what I'm saying? you stingy. Like, God ain't gonna bless you. You know, God blessed you so you can bless us.
Right.
That's the thing that get me. Stop putting God in this mess. I said, you know what I'm saying? When did we call him on three-way? When did we tag him in? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that he became an honorary to this convo. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I said, no.
Part of the guilt trip.
Yeah, they want to do that. Listen, the other week, my mama almost tried. I said, what you will not do is put some kind of curse or hex on me.
Right.
No, we off this phone. We off
Right.
because you're doing too much. We
Oh,
off this
when
phone,
you
boo.
right.
No.
Yes, you know, and you try to do stuff. You realize you're like, man, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do this. How about you think about it? Hey, that'll work, so that you can prepare yourself for all your little, you know, the little things you got going on. And you be looking at people like, why you ain't prepare yourself for these hard times? You know, it's like, come on now. It's like, you know, even like now, I tell anybody right now, you can call me, and I will either Zelle you, I'll Cash App you, however mode of giving you some money to buy you some groceries or something like that. 'Cause I don't want nobody to ever starve, you know. So,
Yeah.
but other than that, don't call me. I don't want to come help move nothing because you started this home improvement project and you need another set. No, I'm not coming through for that. You started that, you end that. But other than, you know, you need something to eat, I got you.
Baby, I'm talking about all type of crisis just occur. And it's just like,
Yeah.
you know, it makes you want, because I can't move like that. Like, I can't move. And I'm not saying I got it all together. I won't say there's a lot of stuff I got to get in line. I'm going to tell you that. But what I am saying is I ain't trying to call nobody, ask them for nothing. For real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to bother nobody because the truth is, I don't want to be bothered. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I have done so much. I'm telling you, if services is the way to heaven, I gotta listen. I got a ticket. I'm at the front gate, baby. I'm in VIP with the crystal. You hear what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm not trying to do nothing else. And these people, you know, they just in the name of family. Listen, I understand what we got kin blood running in our veins, but that don't mean I have to deal with this ignorant shit. I don't want it. Whatever it is, I don't even want it because I probably I can't get a store credit on it. I can't return it. Don't even bring it the fuck over here. I'm good.
It's like,
For real.
I'm trying to remain drama free. If I can't get it, have it, then if I gotta bother you to get this, you know what? I just do without. Forget it. We'll just try this again next month or something. I can't do it. And it's like you looking at it's like, man, y'all always like even now, it's like, man, how can you have drama going on and you stuck in the house? How can you manufacture drama and you stuck in the house? And I'm sitting there talking to a buddy of mine, and he's going on and on about this girl and he's single, this girl and that girl and this. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sitting there listening for about 5 or 10 minutes of this conversation. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, you know what? He's out and about. No, this is over Facebook and DMs and Instagram. I'm like, dude, you manufacturing drama through social media? Come on, man.
Jesus. Oh my God, I need a defibrillator. I need a defibrillator.
And I'm sitting there listening to this conversation. I'm really thinking like, you know what? He's just not, social distant. He just over by this girl house, he doing this, that, other. And coming back after a while, you're like, man, when do you see these people? And you're like, nah, this all over Facebook. I'm like, man, it's over Instagram. Man, you gotta call me back, bro.
Right. Can't so lie. I wish people would just be honest. Hey, bro, what you doing? None. Really, I just called you with the bullshit. I was just hoping you would be willing to roll with it. You know what I'm saying? You in there? I'm just saying because it's a lot of bullshit. But I'm just saying too. Before we get started.
In these times, you give it 5 minutes because you look at that phone ring and you know that person on that other end. You know who's gonna be with the bullshit. You know who's gonna have the drama. And you're like, you know what? If it's normal times, You know, I'll send you straight to voicemail, and I'll just text you, tell you I'll call you back. But you know, you sitting around the house, you got nothing to do. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. What's going on?
Right. Sometimes though, for real, I ain't even gonna lie, I be for the bullshit though.
Right?
Like,
Okay,
damn,
good morning.
you fooling for real? Oh hell no! You know, sometimes you just need to be able to be like, if you ain't said, oh hell no, every once in a while, you know, you
Yeah,
you
you like,
out.
you know what? My situation ain't as bad. My situation ain't as bad as I thought.
Hey,
Be
let me
like,
tell you
got
something.
drama going for no reason.
But
None.
a lot of this shit is in the mind,
Yeah.
even down to a lot of people be in these toxic relationships, right? They can't stand it. They sick and all of this kind of crazy shit. They bark, bark, bark. So my thing is, well, why not just walk away?
They can't. They
You
can't.
know why? Because you believe it or not, some people love that shit. They're addicted to dysfunction. They
Mhm.
don't know no other way. It
And
does something for them.
a lot of times they don't want to be alone. Like they'll stay in a situation just because they don't want to be by themselves. You know, they think I have to have somebody. No, you don't. You can do bad by yourself. I don't know what you add his or her drama onto your plate. They just want to be, you know, in that relationship, and it's makes no sense to me. But okay, that's what you want to do. Go ahead, do that. But that don't make no sense to me.
Well, here's some. Let me help those who might be watching or watch this and dealing with this.
Right.
How can I can't live without, I can't do without, I can't be without. Well, how you know what you can and cannot do and you're gauging to get something you never had? How can you miss something that you've never had?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as from what I could see, you're breathing, you're eating, you're living. You can. You just people are infatuated with an idea and they don't even know how to make the shit work. They don't even realize that nothing on this planet, it's very few people, they're unicorns, I'm sure,
Right.
that things just happen for them. It's got to be a rhyme or a reason of both. You know what I'm saying? But most people, you got to work at anything that you're trying to have and really cherish and be comfortable. You gotta work. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we just want shit to mesh. You know, we in love, and this is the thing about religion I can't get with the not moving in with your person before you marry them.
Uh-huh.
I'm all for it. You got to test drive what they got going on when it comes to the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm not gonna do is enter a contract, like a paper contract and a soul contract with your ass, and you ain't worth shit in the bed. We're not doing that. So I
You've
need
been
to
lying to me
try.
this whole time.
If we was in high school, I could teach you. But at that point, we was probably learning together. But as a
Right.
grown ass woman, I'm not teaching no grown ass man. I don't have time for that. So we gotta make sure that, and then I gotta know how you live. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Because I might not want to commit to this forever. Not saying we can't work through it, but certain shit, why even put that on your list of shit to work through?
Yeah.
Fuck all that, get rid of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you could do without it.
Right.
So I mean, shit it's work. Even my relationship is beautiful, but and it was never like Ike and Tina or nothing crazy and drastic, but it was still work
Yeah.
with a good guy, and I perceive myself to be a decent human being. It worked, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, we have to work at the shit.
Yeah. Because you're two different people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got your thinking, and he has his thinking, and it just be the simple shit. It's just like, you know, I believe that the ketchup once it's open it goes in the refrigerator. She believes the ketchup when it's open you could just throw it in the cabinet, and it may sound weird, it may sound funny, but those things start to build up. You know,
Oh,
those
they do.
things start to build up, and that goes for how you raise kids, on on how you want to spend money, on how you want to build this home, and it comes to the point where you know what sometimes I just got to sacrifice. You know, sometimes I just let it just in order to not have an argument, and it's just not by at this point in time. I'm what 15 years into marriage now, so some stuff it's like, you know what? Is it really affecting me? Nah, let it slide. And I'm more than sure she do the same thing. Is it really affecting me? Nah, let it slide. You know, but that comes over time. You know, that don't come out because, you know, you got your girlfriends and homeboys that's just freshly married. They're like, I'm all for this drama. It's gonna be my way. It's not gonna be no other person. But you know what? Your marriage ain't gonna last long. You know, you gonna have to be some compromising here. Sometimes you're gonna have to fold them and let them have that. Sometimes it just ain't worth fighting over. You know?
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, I'm gonna tell you. Back to that test driver. Now, some people, real nasty ass people, you can smell them through their clothes. But some people, they got just enough funk to where you don't smell them with their clothes on, but when they take the motherfuckers off,
they
are deadly.
Break loose.
Yeah. So with them type that you could be dating, you gotta get them naked to find that out.
Yeah, you do.
You see what I'm saying?
You
and
do.
most often time you get naked and it leads to you test driving. You know, you completing a bunch of tasks in one.
You be like, oh,
yeah.
Our first buddy.
So I can't get with that because one thing I could not do, and I'm married now, but one thing I could not do, I can't marry nobody who don't wash their ass.
That's it.
I don't have time to raise somebody's son and teach him how to wash his raggedy ass. You're gonna have to come with that.
That's not even on the list. That's like a given. You know what I'm saying? You like wash just hygiene. That's just a given. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's an unwritten rule. If you can't get that far, we done. We done. But you bring it up because exactly. You bring it up because there's a lot of people that don't, and they don't look at it. And then you got kids, so you trying to instill in your kids from right now. It's like, you know what? If you don't listen, if you make D's and F's and you're the most disobedient kid in the world, but just make sure that you have good hygiene doing it. You don't want to be the smelly kid in the school. That's a rep it'll last with you for life.
I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm trying, and I'm trying to teach my kids really on it about their hygiene and brushing their teeth. Listen, you a kid now, but when you get older, somebody gonna look at you and be like, "Your breath stank," and then you're gonna be feeling stupid. Brush your teeth. See, you don't want to hear me say it because you think it's hurting your feelings, but I'm sparing you for later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't lose that. He is stinky. You remember? It'd be 20 years from now, man. That's such and such. Yeah, you was a stinky kid in school. You know, that label stick with you forever.
Forever. I remember people who used to have shitty breath in high school. I still remember who them people are. Yeah.
You do, and that's I tell them all the time, and it's sad because every morning you go through that checklist. Did you brush your teeth? Did you wash your flakes? Did you? I know you took a bath because I made you go take one. Did you put clean underwear on, clean t-shirt? You know, but that's things that you have to teach them in order for them to get to the point. Like, you know what? This is just normal. That's something. Yeah. Some stuff just don't skimp on. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to skimp on that. Now, if it's the weekend, you little boys. You don't want to take a bath today, that's fine. But if you got to go out in public, your tail getting that tough. But you going and that's just good manners. Shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in total agreement. Now I have a daughter, and my thing is, you can't do what the boys do. You got to jump in soap and water every day. Every day.
Yeah, I don't have girls, but I look at, for me. If it's in the morning time, I jump in the shower. If I'm laying around the house, then I'm good. But if I'm, morning time, jump in the shower, go out, ripping and running, and get home, I'm gonna take another one. My wife can go to the car. She can leave out the house to the car and come back in, and she thought she'd been outside long, and I'm going to take another shower. I'm like, you gonna wash the black off of you. Keep it up.
You running up the water bill.
Hey, run out if you this moment up. But like you said, the girls have to, they got more N's than outies, so they got to make sure all those things are taken care of. So
yeah, because you can become a real nasty something very quickly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to be aware of. They don't make these memes about women and bad hygiene because it's not something that goes on. Somebody didn't pull their daughter aside and say, hey, You gonna have to range that boy off, and very well. Range it off. You know, you can't go around just spreading it around and giving it away like it's cookies
Right.
or flowers and it's
And
smelling
think it's
like
gonna stay
boo.
clean.
No. Mm-mm. You can't do that. You can't do that. You gotta wash it off.
Yes, you do. And air it out. Please air it out. You know,
Please.
if you don't do nothing else, let it breathe. Let it breathe.
I have made this live so ridiculous. I'm so sorry.
We sorry. We just having a natural conversation, y'all. We apologize. You just now,
Baby.
now you know what kind of conversation we have off wax.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, though, for real, and I've already said this to the people who are really following me.
Right.
This is a different time now. It's not nothing. I can't go and get a story and then give my commentary on it because there's nothing really going on. It's bits and pieces that I found that I might still do, but it's not an abundance. So
Right.
in order for you to get content, you're going to have to get me. And whatever state, whoever I am, whatever personality is present at the moment, that's who
Right.
you going to, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, either you
On my
can
nerves,
laugh,
whatever.
you know what I'm saying?
You
Laugh
show.
with me, laugh at me, whatever you want to do. But I'm just telling you
Right.
what it is.
Yep. And when we talked about that, and we talked about not having, usually let the world around you curate the content and you create the content off of what's happening around you, but there's nothing going on. And then,
No.
I don't tell it's tons of politics, but it's only so many jokes I can make over Trump. It's just, it is what it is, so it's not really much going on. So we have to do stuff like this, We're like, what we gonna talk about? We're gonna just wing it. We're gonna press play and see what happens. You're gonna get what I am. You're gonna see what I am. Whatever's pissed me off right now at the moment, the topic. So it's entertainment. It's all entertainment. Don't take it personal, but
Right.
this is where we are right now. So it'll get better later. Just stick around.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, just stick around. Somebody out here yelling though. Somebody out here loud. That's why I made that crazy thing. Like, what the hell is going on? Somebody doing, I don't know. Whatever.
On your porch. That's that neighbor coming out. Yeah, seen and heard. Go back in the house.
Ridiculous. And look, 2 neighbors and came out, see me on this boy. Yeah, I kept it moving.
Kept it moving. Yeah, and I don't really. I say like the neighbor to my left, I want to make sure that we cool. My neighbor to my right, I want to make sure we cool. But everybody else, I can really care less. So I don't really socialize and intermingle with them like that. But so when you go on vacation, you want to be able to go to the next door neighbor and say, hey man, watch out for the house. We're gonna be gone for a couple of days, and vice versa. You want to do the same thing for them. But so my neighbors look at me, it's like I don't really want to socialize with y'all like that. I don't really want you in my business like that. So I don't really have much to say to you. And, the wife be like, well, it is what it is. Exactly. It is what it is. I don't have, this is my home. I don't want you to come knocking on my door. Because you know how it happens. Once you become too friendly, then everybody think it's okay to just come knock at your door and bother you for no apparent reason. Asking for sugar and all this other kind of stuff. And I don't give a care what neighborhood you in, which neighborhood you in, poor neighborhood. There is always that person that's going to ask to borrow something.
Girl, you got a can opener? What the fuck?
The dollar store is open. You get you one. So what have you been doing to occupy your time?
This, Netflix, Hulu, some of my shows is going off. I was watching, everybody keeps saying, watch Little Fires Everywhere. Watch Little Fires Everywhere. Watch Little Fires. I watched that mess. Now, it was good to a degree, but it was really emotional. It was just a lot going on. I mean, even my husband has said, he was like, oh, I mean, you got me watching this. I feel like I'm about to grow a vagina in this piece, Yeah. And I was feeling that vibe. And I'm a female, and I was kind of like...
It's okay, because everybody keeps telling me to watch it. And a lot of stuff, I watch so much, because I watch a lot of shows and stuff so that we can have content on that as well. right?
Yeah.
So I have my list of things that I want to watch, but then some stuff I just have to let finish. Let me let it finish, and
Yeah.
then I'll watch it. So you hear all the critiques and all the people say this about this, that, and the third. But then when you get to it, then you like, I'm missing it. I don't know what you saw in that. And that's one of the shows that everybody's raving about right now. But I hadn't watched the episode of it. And now that you're like the very first person that has any kind of angst about, is it really a good show, and is it really something that's appealing to male and female? You know, is it a gender neutral show? You know,
If you notice any show that people really think is good, it's always got like trauma induced drama.
right,
People suck that shit up. You know what I'm
right.
saying? They love it. I mean, hell, I guess maybe I'm part of those people because I love Dateline in 2020. And you know, when they be like, and then, you know, some shit then went down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then what? And then what, Gary? Because I'm trying to get, you know what I'm saying? I'm part of them people with that. But yeah, it's just one of the, it's just like, I mean, this is a little different in a way. It's like we've heard these stories in different variances. Let's say that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
just you know, at this point I'm looking at the screen like this shit is stupid. She should have did this, she should have did that.
Right.
Like why what is this about? So you know, so that's kind of what type of tip I was on with it. But I mean, watch 5 minutes of watch the first episode.
Listen, I have a long list. I can go through a long list of things that I'm watching, and I'm just trying to catch up. At this point, I'm trying to catch up. So I have, like I said, that's one of those shows that's on my list to watch, but not enough time in the day for me to sit there and watch all this stuff, you know. And for me, I'm a big comedy dude, so if it's comedy, that's always gonna get pushed to the front of my list at any time. It's gonna get pushed to my list. Drama, you know, it's so many. It's only so many court shows that so many ways you can spin a court show. There's so many ways you can spin a doctor show. There's so many ways you can spin, you know, an EMS or a fire show. You know, and it's like they're just generating the same content, you know, regenerate the same content over and over and over and over again. And it's like I've seen that. So when they say like that's, you know, that's a good show, what is it? Oh, it's a fire show. Okay, I'll catch that at a later, because I've seen 13 other ones. You know what I'm saying? So it can't be too much of what you already seen. You know, so it has to be something like God Friended Me, something that's unique and different. Then that, you know, that's going to catch my attention. I'm gonna say, okay, so how did God friend him? You know, so it's a good storyline. It has some character to it. But you know, other than that, if it could be funny comedy, you got me. I don't care if it's slapstick. It could be, you know, dry humor. I'm all in. You got me on that one.
No, it's about to cut us off. So listen, before it cuts it off, let me just get off of here because we got 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Oh, they kicking us out?
They kicking us out. So I want to thank you.
Oh, no problem.
From joining me tonight. Hopefully we could do this again. It was a good time. I told you it was gonna be a good time.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even realize it was an hour. We just here talking, having a conversation. So yeah, but you know, and all for the listeners out there, we got this little, let me give my shameless plug. Talkabrothas, TLKBROTHAS brothers. You can find us on all the major platforms, you know, and we find us on social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, we all there. You know, one thing for sure, I do want the listeners to understand, we do have a Facebook community. Join it, because there's always some stimulating conversation going in there about topics like we're talking about, but it's about us. You know, it's not about everybody else. It's about our problems and how we relate to our problems. So join the community. It's definitely it's refreshing. Sometimes it gets a little heated in there, but you know, we family. It happens that way.
All right, then. It's about to cut